Hello and welcome to our Prisma3d tutorial. In this video we will discuss about the amazing tools of Prisma3d and show you how to use them to create stunning 3D models. When you open the app for first time, there will be nothing here. These are my projects I have made before. So, to get started with the app, click on this icon. Now we have a simple interface here. This is called a space or scene. In the middle you can see three lines. The red line indicate x-axis, green one is y-axis and blue is z-axis respectively. Now move to the basic tools on the top left corner. This icon is called as preset. When you click on this icon, you will find a lot of objects here, as you can see. Actually, you will get objects of this area, and the rest, I have added manually. Later, I will explain how to add objects to preset. Let's start with a simple cube. Almost every project starts with a cube, so here is a cube, as you can see. I will explain the transformation tools with this cube. These are called transformation tool. These tools allow you to manipulate UR shapes and structure in various ways such as scaling, rotating, and moving. This is Move tool. To use this tool, first select this tool by clicking on it. Then you can move your object to any point you want, like this. You can move in any axis you want. The next tool is rotation tool. You can use this tool to rotate your object in any direction, by just sliding on the circular axis, like this. I'm rotating the cube in x-axis. You can also rotate your object in any axis. Let me mess the object to introduce you to a common useful tool. So, here, these two are undo redo button. You can go back some steps by clicking on this undo button, like this. I'm gaining my initial position by clicking here. And again you can go forward by just clicking on this redo button, like this. So let's come to this point without rotation. Now this one is the scaling tool. You can goose from the name, why it is used for. You can scale an object with the help of this tool. Here is an example for you. Now let's move towards the next tool. Here you will find the name of your object. Yellow highlight means you have selected the object. If you click here, an option menu will pop up. First one is hide. You can hide the selected object by tapping here. And tap again to unhide your object, like this. Next is our rename option. You can change the name of any object by clicking here. And give a name and done. The next is copy or duplicate tool. If you click here, a duplicate of selected object will be created. And yes, you can work on them separately. And the next one is grouping tool. Select multiple objects by holding on the names, and then click group to bring them in a group. Now you can transform them at once, like this. To work individually, click here. Then your object and done. Now you can again work separately on objects. Next is our center tool. For example, my object is lost somewhere in the space and I can't find it. Simply click on the object, then center, and the object will automatically come to center of your screen. The last one is delete option. You can delete any object by selecting the object and then click on delete. I have deleted everything to show you the others objects available in our preset section. So we have a sphere here. As you can see, it's a simple sphere and is round. Next we have a cylinder. It's a simple cylinder as you well known before. Next we have a plane here. It is basically used for making surfaces. And then we have a pyramid. It's more like a prism shaped here you can see. Next we have 3D text. You can write anything by clicking here. Then delete this and write something, and OK. You can change its size by using scaling tool. So you got a 3D text here. You can change the font from here. Here some fonts are there, but you can also add fonts manually from here. I'm choosing this one. Nice. We have a download button here. We can download some models from here. But we need internet connection to download. Now, let's move to the editing tools. You will find a bunch of tools here. These are editing tools. We have selected first one. We can do normal manipulation of whole object with this one. Now in second, we have face selection tool. You can work on every single face of same object with this tool. To select a face, click on that face. And now you can transform the face as your need. Here is an example for you. In face selection tool, there are some sub-tools here. It is extrude tool. You can increase the volume of a face by using it. It will create another joint object from the selected face, just like this. Next we have face cutting tool. It is used to cut a face and work on them. Just like this, you can make a cut and then modify as you wish. Now, it is a loop cut tool. By using this tool, you will able to make a cut in the whole object. Then, you can modify each part separately. Here is an example. The last one is delete button. You can delete the selected face by this option. Next we have edge selection tool. You can select the edge, and transform it with the help of this tool. Just like this. Now, we have some other sub-tools here, as you can see. Let me delete the object and bring another to show their functions. This is fill up tool. You can fill up a gap between two edges with the help of it. I delete a face and see how it works. First select two edges by holding on them. Then click on the fill up tool to fill the gap. And done. You can see, the face is now restored. Next we have Edge Fill Up tool. When you select an edge and click on it, the face connected to the edge will be covered. Like this. Let me show you the difference between Fill Up and Edge Fill Up tool. For that, I need a sphere here. Now I will delete some edges here. First we will use Fill Up tool by selecting both edges and done. But, as you can see, the gap is filled with a flat surface. And we don't want this, because there is still some gap in the side parts. Now, let me show you the magic of Edge Fill Up tool. I selected an edge and then Edge Fill Up tool. And, yeah, the gap is covered perfectly. So, it was the main difference between these two tools. And the last but not the least is our vertex selection tool. You can actually work on every single point with this tool. Here is an example. Now, let's see the tools in our option menu. At top, you can see here is in star mark. It means your progress has not saved yet. Now if you click on the home option, you will be asked to rename your project and then to save. Once you rename your project, the next time, you can save your project instantly. Remember, anytime you are working on a project, save the progress often, so that your project won't lost. Next, it is render option. I will explain it with the animation tutorial in a while. From here, we can import 3D models downloaded from internet or somewhere else. I am importing a file here. It is a grass patch, by the way. And this option is to export your models in OBJ file format. You can share your model with your friends after exporting. And the last one is simple guide button. You won't need this after watching this video. So, that's all in option menu. Now, let's talk about the Material tab. This mini sphere icon is Material tab. When you click on it, a small page will open. Here you can find color, texture, reflection, and transparency. You can apply any color on your selected object like this. If you didn't find your color, you can make your own color from here. Like this. Now, from the texture tool, you can add a texture or image on the surfaces of your selected object. I am applying the grass texture to show you. Here, you can see how it looks. Now, you can make the surface more shiny by reflection window. Just like I am doing. You can see the shining of this surface. It is reflection of a glass and maximum shiny surface. Now, with the help of transparency bar, you can increase or decrease the opacity or alpha of an object. As you can see. Now, see the difference between turning off the pixel blend and after turning it on. When it is off, the pixel will show clearly. But, after turning it on, you can see, they got blend with each other. So, it was the difference. Now, let's explore transform section. You can change the position, rotation, or scale by entering a number here. Like I am doing. By default, all will be set to 1 or 0. I enter 45 degree in x-axis and see how the object rotate to exact 45-degree angle. So, this tool is very useful for exact calculation. Now I increased the size in x-axis by 10 times and the object actually increased by 10 times, as you can see. Hope you understand. If yes, click the like button and write a lovely comment in the comment section. Now, let's move to the most demand tool, the animation page. Before that, I would like to explain the small tool we left behind. This is mirror tool. Just like I'm doing, if you activate this tool by clicking on it, and then draw a line, a mirror object will be created like this. It doesn't matter how many objects are there. It will create a mirror image of them, as you can see. Okay, now we can move to the animation. Click here to go to the animation page. Now, as you can see, there are some weird tools here. Actually, this line, this icon and the clock icon is unknown. They are very simple. First of all, it is play or pause icon. Then, we call this line as keyframe bar. It is infinite long. Then, this small clock-like icon is key and lock icon. Now I will show you how to create a simple animation using these tools. Let me bring the object to starting position. Okay. Now, to animate, first lock the starting frame by tapping on the clock icon. Here, you can see a red bar also. It means the frame is locked. Now, in second step, move your object where you want to. Then lock again the frame by again tapping on the clock option. And here you can see a simple animation is ready. Like that, I moved a little bit up and locked the frame. And you can see how the cube is moving. You can also animate your object with rotation and scaling tool. I selected a frame, then rotated the cube and locked the frame. See what happened to the animation. Like this, you can use scaling tool for animation. Here is an example for you. Now, it is the best time to talk about the render option. Previously, I discussed every option except this one. So, basically, it is to render your animation. Render means to create a video of your animation. Let's add a camera here. Click on camera and then jump into see through the camera. Now I am a camera. You can also animate the camera. For example, I will go to the initial position, then lock the frame. Then end position, zoom the view and lock the frame. And here you can see my camera is moving. Let me show you the camera from outside, how it actually moves. Here you can see the camera moving towards the object. Now let's jump in the camera and render it. When you click on render button, you can see a lot of things here. It is the quality of your video you want to render. This tool will change accordingly to your quality or resolution setting. Here you have the timing section. You can choose the speed of your video here. If I increase it, the speed will increase, and if I decrease, the speed will also decrease. You can change the setting according to your need. And these are the initial and final position of your animation. This icon means to take a snapshot of your current frame. You can share the image or save to device from here. Now let's go to lighting panel. Here you can see two options of day and night. If you have selected day, you won't need a light in your project. But if I click on night, see what happens. There is dark everywhere. So, you have to add a light here. To add a light, go to Preset section, then click here to add a light. It is a point light, you can read the name here. You can change the color of the light also. Actually, there are 3 types of light as you can see. I am choosing the sun. Now, you can change the intensity of the light like this. You can increase the shadow also. Let me add another surface, so that you would be able to see the shadow clearly. Now, you can see the shadow. Its direction changes according to the light. While I am rotating the light, the shadow also rotates. Now, let's jump in the camera and see the animation. That is our animation. The speed increased, because I had increased the FPS from 30 to 90 previously. Now, let's render it. To save this video in gallery, simply click on render, and then it will take some time. After finished, you can save the video to gallery. It was a basic idea about animation. This video is made to encourage new artists and increase their confidence. In future, we will explore the advanced level of animation, modeling, bone rigging and rendering with step-by-step tutorial. So make sure you have subscribed the channel. Also write your queries in the comment section. We read all the comments thoroughly. See you in another video. Thank you.